Hey guys, it's Biggs. Yeah, I know I say this all the time in most of my videos. I've noticed there's a lot of things that I do all the time, but today's video is going to be a little bit different, a little bit out there. I'm not really sure what this, if it's going to be just this part of it is going to be the video, if there's going to be something else. I don't know. I really don't know where it's going to go after this little topic and thing that I'm going to bring up. But a lot of you know I'm in sales and I sell veterinary and pet supplies. And I travel a lot. I have a fairly large territory of Canada, and I'm always on the road all the time, sitting in hotels away from my family. So I have a lot of time for my brain to percolate and come up with ideas and things that are different. But if you've ever been on the road a lot, and it's not fun living out of a suitcase away from your family and stuff. Life's not quite the same. So I get to sit in my hotel room by my nice fireplace and have some nice food, have some nice drink. But I had an experience that happened today that is beyond laughable. So I know it has nothing to do with fish, nothing to do with plants, lizards, snakes, bugs, nature, none of it. But it's just too laughable for me not to share it with you guys, because I just find it funny beyond belief. So when I'm on the road, I have ideals that I uphold and stuff like that. As I'm in the customer service industry, my customers expect me to uphold those ideals, and I'm always looking out for their best interest. And that's one of the reasons I'm successful at what I do, and I very much enjoy my job, and I think my customers know that, and it rings through in the way that I service them. And when I'm staying in hotels, I support my hotels. I support their meals and all their services and stuff like that. And I think that's all part and parcel of what I do. And I build the relationship with the sales managers at the hotels and the staffs and whatnot. But when you travel as much as I do and you stay in the same hotels time and time again, eventually certain things get kind of tiring and stuff like that. You want to kind of branch out a little bit every once in a while. Now, I've used a service, an online service. The name of the company is irrelevant because it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to point fingers at anybody, but it's a customer service industry that allows you to order food online using an app from a myriad of restaurants in whatever city you're in. And then they deliver it to your place. You pay a little bit more for everything, but you get a vast selection of food items and different types of things that you can order, and they deliver it right to your door. And it's kind of like Uber, where you everything's paid for in advance, so you don't have to deal with anything, any tips, anything. It's all done online and everything like that. It's all taken care of. And for the most part, these services are pretty seamless, and they're really, really good. However, when you're living out of a suitcase, you don't travel with things like cutlery and glasses and straws and whatever type of accoutrements you need to enjoy your meals and stuff like that. So you do everything online, and you order your stuff, and you order your little things, and your whatever you need, and your place settings and all that sort of stuff. Well, tonight I ordered from one of my favorite restaurants that I order from, and most of you guys being in North America will know this restaurant is called Tony Roma's. I always order the exact same thing. After a really long day, I know exactly what I could order because I didn't have to think about it. It's the same in 3 of the cities that I travel in regularly. Ordered it, everything good. Now, Tony Roma's, one of my favorite restaurants. Love it. Honestly, I have never, ever in my life had any issue dealing with the restaurant itself. Go into the restaurant, have lunch, have dinner, whatever it is when I'm on the road, never an issue whatsoever. However, when you use this type of a service, you have to tell them what you want. There's little spots for special instructions and different things. Like if you were to say, receive a milkshake. I didn't receive a milkshake today. I didn't order a milkshake. But if you were to receive a milkshake without a straw, what would you do? What if you like to have ketchup on your French fries and they don't send any ketchup? What do? I know these things are silly and trivial, and that's why it's funny to me, but I ordered a large plate of ribs. I'm a big guy. I like my ribs. I like my barbecue. And I ordered coleslaw, and I ordered baked potato with all the trimmings and stuff like that. I'm on the road. I'm going to spoil myself. I didn't even eat breakfast or lunch today because I was up early and had customers and stuff, and I never thought about it. So I ordered all that stuff, and it takes half hour, whatever it comes, and everything like that. And the app's awesome. It tracks where everything's going, and it shows up your door, and everything's good. You get this bag from a smiling delivery guy, and life's awesome. And then I unpacked the order, and I got all my food. But they didn't follow any of the special instructions whatsoever. So I didn't get any cutlery. I didn't get any salt or pepper. I don't use salt, but I do use pepper. And pepper is I use liberal amounts of pepper. So I always put in there, send lots of pepper. I asked for a little bit of barbecue sauce as dipping sauce on the side. I didn't get that. I didn't get any napkins. I didn't get any of those fancy little wet wipes you often get in the little packages for eating ribs. I didn't get any of the stuff for the baked potato. I got a baked potato in foil. I got 3 ribs in a brown paper box. And they sent me like a liter of coleslaw. Like it's this massive amount of coleslaw. No cutlery. It's beyond laughable. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. So no big deal. What you normally would do is you go on the app and you just basically said, because I don't want to bash the restaurant. The restaurant's great, although the restaurant is at fault. The restaurant is honestly at fault at doing this. No big deal. So I go online and I say that I pull up the chat and stuff like that. And about 3 years ago, I had because I use this service a lot. About 3 years ago, I had an issue where they didn't send anything, and immediately they just, oh, no problem, we'll refund your order and stuff like that. You know, no questions asked. I thought that's kind of weird. You know, you didn't even ask anything. What kind of business model? You just going to automatically refund everybody? That's not going to work. Well, that's not the case anymore. And I use the service a lot. And I wasn't actually looking for a refund at all. I was just more like, what do you want me to do? I just thought it was funny. So I got all my stuff. So I ate my ribs, because I can pick up the ribs, I can eat the ribs. But what do you do with the coleslaw? And why do I have a liter of coleslaw? I like coleslaw, but I don't like coleslaw quite that much that I need a liter of coleslaw. Okay, just for you Americans, a liter, like a gallon. You guys do everything by gallons. That's 3.8 liters. So it's like a quarter of a gallon. It's still a lot. Nobody wants a liter of coleslaw ever. Do you? I don't know. I don't need a liter of coleslaw, and I love coleslaw. So I did all this stuff on chat, and it literally has been 2 hours since I got my food, since I ate my ribs. It's been 2 hours that I've been online with a chat with different people. And after 3 minutes of idle, they leave the chat. No resolution whatsoever. To me, it's just more the principle that I'm just going to kind of see how far this goes and see where it goes. And not one of them has done anything. And about 10 minutes ago, I actually shared it with my wife. The last guy that came on to chat, he says, "Can you tell me about your problem?" I says, "You must be kidding." Look above. Read the chat above before commenting. And he comes back and he says, "I'm really, really sorry. I'm going to process you a refund." I says, "I appreciate that, but that's not really what I'm asking for. I just want somebody to have some sort of level of customer service. The meal's long gone. It's long over now. It's 2 hours past. I'm not worried about that." But I get the email and I get a refund on like a $50-some dinner. I got a refund for $3.33 because that's what they valued was worth the fact that I didn't get any cutlery. $3. Woo! What am I gonna do? Run down to the corner store and get a pack of gum? I just find that funny. I don't know if you guys find that funny. And I don't really care because I think it's funny as hell. So it doesn't really matter whether you think it's funny or not. If Big thinks it's funny, it's funny. Now, the reason I tell you about this, and I know it has nothing to do about the general topics at hand, is it started making me ponder and started making me think about, like I'm in the customer service industry on a daily basis, and that's what I do. I service my customers. And if I don't service my customers, I know that my competitors will service my customers, and they will gladly sell them the same products that I may carry. So providing a certain level of customer service is integral to my success, integral to my job, it's integral to my company, it's our business motto, it's everything. And we do things differently than most of our competitors. So I will help merchandise, I will suggest, I will promote, I will build end caps, I'll be on my hands and knees, and I'll do all that sorts of stuff, and I'll build your displays and whatever you need, because that's customer service. I know, granted, in today's day and age, that's maybe old school type of customer service that we generally don't see anymore. A lot of it is all automated. You don't get to talk to a person anymore. You got to deal with a machine or leave a message or send an email. And to me, I'm an old guy and I don't really like some of those aspects of change that we're going towards. I really honestly don't know anybody, even of the younger generation, that appreciates that level of customer service. But it is what it is. We call it progress. And the world's changing, and it's always changing. Now, how is this relevant to anything that we normally talk about? I don't know. Let's see where we can go with this. But when I talk about customer service, I'm providing that for my customers. How else am I doing customer service? When I come out and see you guys at your fish clubs, and your fish clubs bring me in to speak, or I get to come to one of your cool conventions and see people and I meet people, I'm not a character. I'm still Biggs. I'm still the exact same guy I am at home. I'm the same guy that meets the customers when I go to my stores, and I'm the same guy that is just as excited to meet you guys when I come on the road. I absolutely love being able to go out and have these experiences. I love being able to meet each and every one of you. I love seeing those conversations that we can have. I love the sharing, and people are sharing their fish tanks with me all the time and showing me pictures and asking opinions about this and that. And that is sharing. But it's still, in my opinion, it's part and parcel as a form of customer service. If I came out, and the people that have seen me speak know that I have a lot of fun doing what I do, and I really, really enjoy it, and I appreciate that some of them feel that I have a certain level of knowledge that I'm able to portray and to share with you guys, and for that, thank you very much. I enjoy it. I do. I very, very much enjoy it. But in everything that we do with fish, plants, gardening, social interactions with our friends, getting out and meeting people, going to the fish store and buying fish. If you go to a fish store and you have to wait 10 minutes before you get your fish bag, and you're a real jerk when the guy comes along to help you, he's just doing his job. He's just trying to help you. And while he's helping you, he's gonna give you, hopefully, his full attention, him or her, you know? And I think we should be a bit more respectful of each other. We want to have some fun. Now, when it comes to YouTube, I've been asked to do this YouTube channel now for a couple of years. I've had several people, instrumentally, honestly, going right back to day one. It was the lovely lady, Miss Rachel O'Leary, that put the seed in my head and said, Biggs, you should do this. And she did that repeatedly. And Biggs is old, and Biggs is a little bit dense and simple, and maybe Biggs is terrified of technology because technology changes to the point that I can't keep up. I'm the old guy now that, and I'm going to really date myself, but when your parents had that VCR, video cassette recorder, the thing with the tapes before CDs or DVDs, when your parents had that VCR in their place and the time perpetually said 12 o'clock, and it never, ever, ever changed. And you always joked about it with your parents. Like, you want me to set the time on your VCR and stuff like that? And we always thought that was funny. That's where Biggs is now. Biggs does not want to advance with technology whatsoever. So me doing YouTube, this is a lot of work. I'm having a ton of fun doing it. But sometimes some of the things for me are a real challenge. And, you know, give kudos and props to the people that deserve it. Austin Johnson, Rachel O'Leary, you two people are absolutely fundamentally instrumental in helping me do this. The technology side of it, you both showed me. I spent a lot of time with both of you, and you went through it one by one, step by step, and I know I asked a ton of stupid questions. You gave me your honest opinions, and for that, I will always love both of you dearly, as well as the numerous other people that have helped me along the line. But those two people have been absolutely instrumental in doing and bringing this to you. Now with YouTube, the thing with YouTube is I set myself up from the very beginning when that seed was planted that I could do that. I could have some fun with that. Why though? Why did I want to do this? Why did I want to spend all this extra time? Why did I want to do all this editing and video and stuff? Hey, I used to take pictures of fish rooms and fish and have the macro lenses and all that stuff. I did that when there was actual slide and film. I did all that to make Fish Talks back then, and then when I started again, the technology all changed, and you know how my love affair with technology, then I had to learn how to use a camera again, and the people that know me, my good friends that know me about cameras, I could shoot tons of real good stuff, but my giant SLR, for the most part, I treat it like a giant point-and-shoot camera, and it's kind of embarrassing, but hey, it is what it is, and I'm having fun. You don't like it, I don't care. I'm having fun. But when it came to the YouTube side of it, and I had to start filming everything, it's a little bit different. Not only is that a little bit different, sitting here in front of behind the fireplace, relaxing in my hotel room, yelling at my phone right now, having a giant rant by myself with nobody else in the room or something, that's kind of weird, guys. It's kind of weird. It's very weird. But doesn't matter, we're having some fun. But when I set up the YouTube thing to get it going for you guys is starting, I had a lot of very specific goals of what I want to accomplish, and it's modified and changed, and it's constantly evolving, and that's all cool, and I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. But I set myself up in a way that I never wanted to become stale, so hopefully I don't want to get there. If I do, I expect each and every one of you to point it out to me and say, hey, Biggs, that last video, that was totally weak, Biggs. It's not at your level. Do something better. Give me some suggestions, what you want to see. I had a guy from the Gold Coast Aquarium Society, Bruno, a good friend of mine I met down there. He gave me some suggestions. Hey, Bruno, they're on the list. Those suggestions, they're on the list. We're going to tackle those one day because that's a cool suggestion. And I love that aspect of it from you guys. But I wanted to be able to come out here and give you guys solid content, educational-based content. I wanted to still be me. I'm not going to be an actor. I'm not going to be a persona. I'm not going to be a character. I'm just me. Biggs is a living cartoon as it is, and most of you that know me know that already, and I ain't going to change. But strong educational focus, that's my background, but delivered in a way that still has me and has that fun aspect to it, and I want to give you guys some of the weirdest, randomest tips. The guys that have seen me speak before, they know that usually I fill my talks with all sorts of random tidbits and facts and stuff. The only benefit to that stuff is either it's going to be humor-based or you're going to win huge money in the world's worst Trivial Pursuit game ever imagined. So, but if you guys are enjoying that, cool, because I am. I'm loving bringing the content to you. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to probably keep doing it if you don't like it. I'm having fun. You guys are having fun. Let's do it together. I don't know where it's going to go. I have a massive laundry list of topics and stuff like that, and almost every single day in a different city where I am traveling for my work, I think of something new, and I always put it down. I love the aspect of technology. This is something I can actually handle, is that my phone, my iPad, and my computer are all kind of linked. So when I have an idea and I type it down in the notes and stuff like that, it appears on every device. It doesn't matter where I am, that I can always have those ideas and I can work on them. Tonight's topic, this wasn't a planned topic. I was about to sit down and edit. That was my whole goal tonight, was to come home, order some food, and sit down and edit and spend the night doing that. And my night kind of got derailed with that ordering fiasco. But it's funny to me, and I hope it's funny to you. So bottom line, with Biggs's giant rant, I don't know if this is going to be under the banner of Into the Mind of Madness, but it better be, because this is just absolute craziness. But I think we can all do better, guys. I'm not telling you to go out there and be better people, blah, blah, blah. We all should, and we should do that without any question, without anybody even saying that. Open a door for somebody, say please, say thank you. Give each other some common courtesy. I don't care if you had a crappy day at work. Let's be better to each other. But think about it and bring that more into your personal hobbies and stuff too. I know you're a bit rushed on a Saturday afternoon. The kids got soccer and stuff's going on, but you got to do your water changes. Your water changes should be just as important as everything else you're doing. You should be sitting down in a chair when you're feeding your fish and do it slowly and appreciate it and enjoy it and observe it and see the behaviors. And if you guys spend even 5%, 2%, 1% more time just sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying what we're doing, trust me, every single one of us would be better at everything we're doing. And not just in fish, not just in gardening, nothing. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy what we do. Because really, why else are we doing it? We're doing it because we enjoy it, and we love it, and we're passionate about it. Thanks, guys.